So we have started to see landscape companies adopt robotic mowing to help alleviate some of the pressures and concerns of labor. Now, it doesn't mean that labor is being reduced, but they're using the labor they have for more effective or more profit-making applications for the yard. With that, landscapers are starting to look at robotics in a different way because the technology is advanced and it allows that homeowner, that commercial property to have the same stripes in their lawn as they would if they were mowing it with a ZTR or push mower too. So the technology of robotics has advanced the adoption a lot faster as well. And I think that's kind of what everybody's been waiting for is kind of what's that next step look like, and how fast can we get there? In 2024, we've probably sold 8 times as many robots as we did in 2023. All right. Beat a low base, right? Let's face it. Let beat a low base. Um, the part that I start to get excited about is two things: the adoption of golf, right? Um, the reason I get excited about the adoption of golf is because that means people are going to see it when they're playing golf, and that creates awareness and buzz about it. And what that could mean to, hey, what if I do it in my own house? I think where we're going to see the two golf is going to grow exponentially in 2025, right? Superintendents understand everything that we just spoke about, and they've probably been just waiting for technology to catch up for something for them to be able to execute on a golf course that would help them maintain the semi roughs and roughs the right way, right? Residential is where we need the biggest emphasis right now. And it's still in the infancy stage for residential homeowners like you and I, simply because they're not sure exactly if they need to trust robotic lawnmowers yet, right? There's early adopters out there that have gone through different iterations and different brands. They're going to continue to do that. I honestly think in 2025 the market's going to grow 10 times as much as it did in 2024.
And I totally agree with Todd. I think 2025 is going to be a watershed year. I
Mhm.
got three words for you: Homeowners Association. The Homeowners Association is over the moon about the
Yeah,
potential for not only the savings, but the
very fair
story
point.
they get to tell about the fuel use and the injuries and the saved time and workman's comp and all of those things that go along with contracting with these large companies to come and maintain. So if they take the mowing away from them and do all of the other work, the detail work, not only the homeowners association is going to save money, but the contractors are going to save money as well.
Tim, I love the bringing up the homeowners association, right? The other thing that we have to keep in mind is robotic lawn mowing is quiet and they can mow at night or during the day and they're not disturbing anybody, right? So when you look at homeowners associations, um, these mowers can mow at 6 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning and they're not bothering anybody.
Right.
So those are things that these landscapers have to keep in mind when they're going into communities. They can't start mowing in most cases until 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, which pushes their start time back. Now imagine that all of a sudden you have robotic mowers that are already mowed and all they're doing is coming in and, trimming, blowing and edging. So they're saving their time implementing robotic mowers just for that purpose alone.
Yeah,
I mean,
high-end resorts in Hawaii,
yeah.
Palm Desert, Scottsdale. You got people staying overnight or staying for a week, and all they hear is mowers going, or uh, internal combustion engines going. That's all going to go away. Here in California, because of the regulations and compliance, you're going to see a lot of landscape companies, and not so much the companies themselves, but the supply companies, the people that are supplying the products, really have a difficult time, staying in business because of what's coming down with the regulation. They're being told to go to electrification. And so, how can Kress make it easier, for instance, for them to make the transition from gas engines that they're no longer going to be able to sell, which is happening now, to a product that they can sell and go forward with. And so as long as those guys really stay in business and have a vibrant component of the industry, I think those landscape companies are going to be able to feed off of that and eventually start to turn to electrification as well.
I think if you look at it, it's a healthy industry, especially in the U.S. Right? It's a healthy industry. There, it, homeowners, commercial properties, universities, however you want to classify it, are looking for ways to save money, but also to get their own time back to do the things that they want to, especially on the residential side, right? And that's why a lot of us, from a homeowner standpoint, hire landscapers to help us with our lawns, is because of time.
And another big one too is injuries and OSHA and workman's comp,
Mhm.
because robotic mowers will not crush someone, flip over on them, cut off their hands and feet, all of those things. And so, if landscape contractors and landscape management companies are looking to save money, saving it on insurance right
Mhm.
there is a huge thing.